Hey Trader Tube, it was your boys, but not no mo. I come home from my mom's after a weekend of fun and chores to help relax after a month of getting MKUltra, gathering hella secrets in the process because the CIA doesn't understand the difference between mind portals and string parsing. Shout out Zuckerberg, we only see the tip. So what do I find upon my return? Candace Owens is totally blowing up my spot with her own daily podcast about getting slandered? That's my beat, Candace. And who are you working with? The enemy, not their shitty magazine. Literally, the redcoats, the limey sogheads. Silence, Brand! I didn't even listen to the episode because his mailing list has Jared Leto written all over it. I don't know about you, but I'm not feeling 22. The Brits were the original anti-Semites. Before numbers were sentences and pogroms were just confused with paper discs, guess what jolly old England was laughing their asses off to? The Taming of the Shrew, and they Shylock to this day. Made up an accent to make fun of the Irish, and now we can't even use the epithet? Act all hoity-toity and high and mighty John Oliver and still end up more inbred than Alabama. We talk about how many heads that king cut off, but do we remember the ages of those brides? It was a different time, you say. No, that's why he changed the fucking religion around himself. Candace Owens. And what is she talking about in 23? Lemon party. Dawn didn't even see it coming. Seems someone's stuck in the mud, Kips. You ain't no Deutschie with JT. And you don't know shit about MKUltra. Why do you think I was talking about Ku, Korean for flower, in the middle of what? ML, machine learning, T, Jesus, raw sun god. What war did you say the vets came back talking about MKUltra? Korean. And we all know what happened after that. See? You believed me, and that's how much better I am than them when it comes to linguistic béarnaise sauce. Raw sauce, to quote, Candace Owens. Wow. You want to interview the N-word girl? We could be talking about Mylar, baby. I'm right outside DIA. Every plane has dead people in it, but that's because of the logistics of embalming. But the Mylar shit is real, and it doesn't prevent global warming. It shreds clouds. Wettest 5 years in Denver to date. Dust Bowls in Kansas. What's between the two? D-I-fucking-A. They talk about the bunkers, but they have you looking down so you don't look up. That's what Hunter Biden is doing with Burisma. Get the Ukrainians hooked on our weapons and bring the thug and famine, but no. Identity politics get the lay of the land, don't they? We gotta protect every racist. For what it's worth, the only thing I agree with Nick Fuentes on is that you're beautiful and intelligent. But for the love of God, open your freaking eyes, woman. Candace Owens, talking about Christians being the most persecuted religion. Who's doing that? Other Christians. That and those atheists up in Fogland, lest we forget who sent those choppers to the Balkans. At least the 12 tribes can agree on one land to genocide. Meanwhile, you got how many tiny fires burning all over the disagreement on how often to drink wine out of some dude's crotch region? I know you like books, Bull Dyke, so I'll spare you the spark notes and suggest the fires in Canada is more of a Fahrenheit 451 situation than a Library of Alexandria. I can say that. I'm Dutch, and I'm known to have some sticky fingers. Must be from the ectoplasm because I'm the freaking Holy Ghost and all I want is to relax, but Candace freaking Owens has other plans. One apostolic faith, Candace? What is this, Project Blue Screen? I don't have 2,000 years to barely scratch a third. You schmucks can't even throw a fire fest. Or are those jellyfish in the ocean? Or plastic bags from all the friggin' Wonder Beach Coke dealers? You expect the 4 horsemen and Elon is struggling to get 4 horsepower out of the chopper that made him infertile. Satellites are dropping out of the sky, and they got people believing in space lasers. Do you know how stupidly heavy batteries are? That's why subs are nuclear powered. Good luck getting that pressure in a vacuum, Elon. These are the people you expect to get behind a higher power? Then what? Them? If their frontal lobes get any further lost inside themselves, they'd be unable to lick their prostates, and that simply wouldn't do for the 1% you bake scraps from like Oliver. Moors? Yeah, that's what they want out of London. Notice how low society disappeared as your good friend Russell rose to prominence? I know why the caged Angie speaks, but not what happened to that weird neighbor of theirs. Didn't you hear what I said about the specials, Candace? Hannibal protocol, more like Amnistad protocol, but enough of these parlor tricks. Candace Owens, why aren't I on your podcast? I got the ghost hoodie, busted in this timeline, Rick and Morty season 7 style with unfinished business, and got to get rid of the CIA, the British monarchy, dredge up those files in the Vatican, and clear out those Swiss banks. I mean, didn't you see the freaking Eclipse video? Why do you think they're hunting me? Think you can just bust up a literary figure and expect wishes to pour out? Classic CIA. More like, okay, you'll try hard and stay mad. You ain't got the Jacob's Ladder flatliners. Roadhouse. Be all like, I'm 12 and what's this? But around these parts we hit F5 and you can take 5 to the face if you think I'm scared of bearded Jim from The Office. Now you, Candace, I want to take you out for biscuits. 34th of Tennyson. You can bank on it. I got $4 from a busted whip, and anyone talking shit can get a busted lip. Got my nuts clipped, but I still got the drip when I see 'em in that slip. Pink Janelle Monáe style. Implore you to take it back to Victoria, and I know you be making shit pop. So why don't you take a break from the hegemonic daily nomad revenue grind and unwind with the grapevine, geopolitically speaking. But speaking of, being built different, who do you think they were waiting to see? See Kyle now? About this time? Basically nothing? Yeah, Hitler did nothing way wrong. That guy was an asshole, and how dare, parentheses their God name, parentheses their plight, a holocaust, parentheses their lives were not dreidel coins. You got half these fuckers out here searching for Rittenhouse and 100 Gexwig, and Vosh is over here thinking he's Trigun. Candace Owens? You want to end up like Kidology out here making up fetishes for the unamused? Or do you pick up your fucking dominoes and count what's in the boneyard? Because you know I got that 5-5 spinner and you put 20 on the table. I'm a racist, a rat racist. I'm a rat on all these racists. I'm a one-man Ruby Ridge. I got Shaco and Bacon on my Waco and guns you can't take. If there's 2 things I love, it's crime and solving crime. If there's one thing humans got right, it's crime. Because that's what they said it is. Don't do meth. I don't do meth, and that's why I'm smart.